Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Linux, AWS, and DevOps session. We are in AWS service, that is RDS. And to understand RDS, just I am trying to give you some basic idea about database. And yesterday we have seen relationship in SQL like one-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-many, and many-to-one, many-to-one. So we have completed these three: one-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-many. Now we are going to see many-to-one. Okay, and then we will see NoSQL database information, and then we will create a database. Same activity we are going to do in RDS. Okay. Now this is one-to-one, one-to-many. What is one-to-one? We have the diagram for this already. We have seen this one-to-one relationship. Then we have seen. Then we have seen what many to many. Now let's start directly with already we have the recording. So let's say many to one relationship. Now many to one relationship. Many to one relationship. Okay. Now what is many to one relationship? Many to one relationship means multiple records, multiple records in table A, in table B. We can say table B connected with one record in a table A, one record in table A. ठीक है? Now let's see diagrammatically. I believe diagram is also not required for this. If you see this any diagram, okay. Now it is in reverse order. Okay, let me. Now, for example, this is the table. This is one table. Okay, this is one table, table B, and this is simple table A, right? In table A, let's say maybe there are courses. These are the courses table, and this is, let's say, faculty table or trainer table or teacher table, faculty, anything, right? Now, what we are doing is let's say we are having records here in this table, faculty and courses. Let's say have teacher ID or faculty ID, FID, FID. Then we have first name, teacher first name, faculty name, and their last name. Okay. Similarly, we are having course ID, CID. Then we can have course name. We have course name, and we can have that FID. ठीक है, teacher ID, FID, whatever we are having. Okay, now think faculty is a table A and course is table B. Simple. Let me add some record. Let's say here it is first faculty, one ID. This is second ID. Okay. Moreover, this is primary key. This is the primary key. Here CID is the primary key. Okay. And this is the foreign key in this table. This is foreign key. Okay. Now, let's say faculty name is Amit. Faculty name is Amit. Then we have faculty name as Vivek. Okay. Amit Kumar. Then Vivek Kamra. Then we have let's say course ID 2 and let's say course ID 3. ठीक है? These are the courses. What are the courses? Java, let's say machine learning or AWS. ठीक है? So now if we see here, we can add one more, let's say one more record 4. ठीक है? We have machine learning, right? No. So what happen is here it is course 1. Okay. Here it is faculty 1. Here it is faculty 2. Again here it is faculty 1. So if you see here, this is this is this is linked with this. This is linked with this. Means here multiple record in table B. This record and this record. These two record are available linked with first record na. So this is kind of many to one. ठीक है? This is your first table. This is your second table. Okay. Apart from that, there is also one more type of table. There is also one more type of table. After that, self-referencing table. Self-referencing table. Self-reference. Self-referencing table. ठीक है? In this table, what we are having, let me create the relation also for previous table. Then you will understand. Let me copy everything from here. There are two tables. Copy this for many to one relation. First, we will create the table. Let me paste here. We are checking many to one relationship and creating this table. This table we are creating. What is the name of the table? Table name is faculty. Table name is faculty. Okay. What is the ID? FID. ठीक है? Let's say a first name. ठीक है? Then employee. Instead of this, what we are having? Courses, right? Courses. Courses. Course ID is CID. Course name is CName. ठीक है? Then what we are having? FID. Right? This is the third. Now we are establishing relation. So what should be there? FID, right? FID means this is the first one table. B, this is the first table. In this table, we are creating, in second table, we are establishing the relation. What is the foreign key in this table? FID. Foreign key in course table is FID. We are giving references of what depart or faculty table. Okay, copy this table name where we are establishing relation. What is the FID? So what is happening in these two table? Relation is established. This is the relation. Okay, this is the relation. This is the relation. Okay, hope you are good. Copy. Okay. Now coming to self-referencing table. Self-referencing table. What is self-referencing table? When the table itself has its own primary key as a foreign key. A table has a foreign key. Foreign key. That reference its own primary key. Its own primary key. Very simple. Very simple. Nothing is there. Only one. We need to create a table. For example, let me create this. Copy this course table. Courses is there. ठीक है? Course ID is there. Course name is there. ठीक है? We have FID is also there. Now, what we are having foreign key, right? Foreign key references. Instead of which table we are referring, itself na itself. Instead of giving another table name, we are giving its own name. So this table is referring to whom? Itself. So this table, see, what is the name of the table? Courses. Whom it is referring? Courses primary key. And it is linking with its own foreign key. So means this is what? Self-reference table. It will be like this. This is primary key, this is foreign key. Okay, whatever what see this primary key, this primary key is linked with what? This foreign key in this situation. Okay, this is self-referencing table. So we have understand some kind of mapping. Okay, we cannot say very uh, we cannot say that because database is different stuff. We required a good amount of time, and but we are into RDS, so I thought of explaining all this concept so that you will understand basic of database if you are not aware of this. Now I will tell you NoSQL database. What is NoSQL database? Then after this we will do the practical. NoSQL database means NoSQL means non-SQL, opposite of SQL. Okay, what does this mean? Non-relation database, non-relational database, non-relation database. Okay, why we are using this? The purpose is the purpose of the purpose of NoSQL database. NoSQL database. Okay, is for specific models and which are flexible schemas. What is schemas? You don't know, right? Forget about that. So it is designed, just think the purpose of NoSQL DB is to handle large unstructured data, large unstructured data. If you see this SQL DB, right? Everything is structured in a tabular form, row and column, right? But in a NoSQL, we are using JSON. I will show you that JSON structure, unstructured data, or we can say, or semi structured data, semi structured data, right? Right. Why use NoSQL database then, right? We use SQL queries. This when I show you yesterday, this many query for CRUD operation we have seen, right? Sometime we are creating, right? We are deleting, right? We are updating something using some where clause. These are nothing but SQL queries, right? No database has universal query language. In SQL, we have what? We have SQL queries, right? SQL queries, SQL queries. Okay, but in NoSQL database, we have universal query language, universal query language. ठीक है? Universal query language. ठीक है? Now, types of NoSQL database. Types of NoSQL database. So it can be document based. Second, maybe document based. Second is key value store. Second is key value, value store. Third is column family store. Column family store. The fourth is graph database. The fourth is graph database. What does this mean? Document based means something JSON based, XML based. Okay. This is something JSON or XML based. Okay. Key value store means something key value pairs. Key value pairs data is in key values pair. Okay. Column family store means column fam. So what kind of database we can use for this? For JSON XML, the example can be MongoDB. MongoDB. Okay. MongoDB is one of the. Then we have PouchDB. See, We are just trying to understand the definition, not everyone in the industry don't know everything, right? You are just supposed to understand terminology only. Key value store. Okay. So key value store, the example is Redis cache, Amazon DynamoDB. ठीक है? If somebody is taking such name, so at least you should not be blank, right? Means you should know, okay, this. So data is stored in column rather than rows. Data is stored, data is stored, data is stored in column instead of row. Example, Cassandra DB. Cassandra DB is the example. ठीक है? Graph DB. We have Graph DB. So data is stored in nodes. Data is stored in nodes. Data is stored in nodes. ठीक है? And edges. Example is Neo4j. Neo4j and Neptune database. Neptune. Okay. We are not going to learn anything. Nobody know everything, right? These are the database name. What is the purpose? Simple. We are DevOps guys or AWS guys. So we should know just terminology. Whatever we are using, that only we know. You should not learn in detail all these things. Okay, nobody know everything in detail. Okay, whenever, but what by the time when we are learning, we are becoming mature in our technical skill. So something coming new means we are able to learn by our own. Okay, for now you are learning from us. Tomorrow you will slowly become mature in your this learning curve. Then you should be able to learn anything, right? By your own, by any online stuffs. Okay. So this is nothing we have seen about NoSQL database. Now let's practice. Let's do some practical. Okay. First, let me open my Google Authenticator in my mobile so that we can able to log in. What happened? Cancel. Well, Google Authenticator. Google. Yeah. Let's come here. I want to log in into my database. Next. What is my password? I know the password. Multi-factor authenticator 432052. Enter. No. No. We are in Aurora and RDS, right? Here. So this is the first step. Create database. Create database. And meanwhile, guys, this is one URL I am giving you in the chat to everyone in meeting. I have pasted in the chat. Are you able to access this link? Are you able to access this link? Okay. Once you will go there in that link, this will come download GUI, right? Download GUI. Download this, click on download GUI. Click here, download GUI. It will redirect you to page, right? Go down, go down. And we need to download this SQL Electron 1.38.win.7z. Once you are downloading, it will go to your download folder. Okay, I have extracted that. Okay, this folder 1.38.wins.zip. Okay, you have to download this, extract that. Just double click on exe file. Once you do the exe file, then what will happen? SQL Electron. This app.exe file will open. Okay, which we are going to connect to our database, cloud database from this tool. See, this is giving option, right? Add. It is asking what? Name of database, type of database, MySQL, which database you want to connect. Whatever we are going to create, then host name, username, password, then we will able to connect that database. It is a 2 minute step. Okay. If you click that, it will you have to download this. Hope you are good. Okay. Now come back to our login page. Now what we need to do? 1 minute, guys. Just a minute. Then what we need to do? Create database. Create database. Let me select Mumbai region first. Asia Pacific. Then what we need to select? Choose a database create method. Standard or easy create. We are selecting standard. Then it is giving you, people were asking, right, which kind of database. There are so many type of database. Aurora MySQL compatible, SQL, Postgres SQL, ठीक है, Postgres compatible, MariaDB, Oracle, IBM, SQL Server. These are the database available, right? Now I will click on MySQL database. What is MySQL database? It is most popular open source database in the world. MySQL on RDS offer the rich feature of MySQL. Okay, this if you want to read, you can read this. Okay, then MySQL community. Okay, this is the version. Whatever version you want to select, whatever coming, we will select that version. Okay, now Amazon RDS Extended Support is a paid offering. By selecting this option, you consent you being charged for offering this. If you are running your database major version past the RDS end of start. So this is something to support extend. We are not going to enable because we are doing practice. In the project, we have to select this production option. Okay. For testing purpose, we have to select dev or test option. But we are going to use what? Free tier. See what is happening. When I am selecting this production, some options are changing in downside. It is production multi-agent database cluster. The multi-agent, if you see diagram right, if you see diagram there, if you see this diagram, this is one availability zone. This is another availability zone, and this is your database, right? From here in two region, right? This is for production. Similarly, come above. If you see dev also, these options are available, right? But for free tier, these options are not available. Only in single availability zone for testing purpose. Okay, now come down. Some name is coming. Database instance identifier. Type a name for your DB instance. Fine. It is coming database name, whatever name we can give. Then what is pass username admin? Either we can create auto-generated password or we can give our own. I am giving my own password. Simple password I am giving so that I can memorize. I can recall. This is the password I am giving. Fine. Now, after that, include T class, right? This is the configuration. DB instance configuration are limited support by engine. There are, see, 2 vCPU, 1 GB. There are other options also? No, because we are using what? Testing. Otherwise, higher 4 GB RAM, 8 GB RAM, after network performance, higher version, higher configuration means good performance. For free tier, we are using this. Now storage. general purpose. It is giving how much size? See, it is giving, right, minimum 20 GB to 6144 GB. Okay, we are going to select 10 GB only. Okay, okay. Now I am not interested to connect to any EC2 instance. Don't connect. If I am giving connect to EC2 instance, I need to give some EC2 instance, right? And private network. But I am not connecting to EC2 instance. Okay. Subnet by default. Every time remember, whenever we are creating EC2 instance, one EBS volume is coming by default. Every time VPC is in background created. We don't know what is VPC, but we are going to soon understand what is VPC. Okay, by default it is created. 3 subnet, 3 availability zone. Okay. Now VPC firewall, choose existing or create new. Let it be availability zone, no preference. We are giving for now. Okay, come back here. VPC security group. Let me select this security group. Let me take some security group. Okay. I am checking this security group. Let me remove the default one. Then what we will do, we will try to understand what is this there inside security group, because this will be, let me duplicate this. First, we will check the security group. After, no problem, after creation also we can check that, no problem, we can modify. Now, password authentication, I am checking. If you want monitoring, go down. If you want logs to be reported, audit log, error log, general log, whatever we want, we can select that for log generation. And this will be published to Amazon CloudWatch logs. Okay, now just simple create database. What is the Amazon RDS free tier is available to you for 12 months. Each calendar month, the free tier will allow you to use Amazon RDS. 750-hour Amazon RDS in a single AZ. So this is free server, free service. 20 GB of SSD, 20 GB of automated backup, and DB snapshot. Create database. It will take few minutes to create the database, 1 or 2 minutes. Close this. Meanwhile, I want to show you something. For example, as a Java developer or any Python developer, if you go to this is your, let's say, one of the project, coupon service, you are able to see. If you are not a developer, it's fine. This is a Spring Boot project. Just think as a code perspective. So we are having application.property. If you go inside the application.property, these are the configuration what we have to give actually. URL. What is the URL of database? MySQL. Where it is running? What is the port number? What is the database name? Then user and password. Then this code is going to connect with database. So these properties are very much important for connecting to database. From code we are connecting to database. So this URLs we have to configure. Okay. I am showing because database is not yet created. It is just creating. It will take time. So that's why meanwhile I am trying to explain you one additional thing. Okay. Forget about the server port. This is the port number of code where this is deployed. Okay. Just think. This is the what is showing Spring Data Source.url. URL. What is this URL we see? Username, password of this database. MySQL database running on 3306. MyDB is the database name. Okay. So this code is going to establish the relation between this database and whatever from code, whatever we are doing, that is going to run, okay, in database, that particular database. Now let me refresh this. Meanwhile, it is creating. I will go inside database one. This is the name we have given. Okay, now come down. This is the security group now. Let me open in new tab. Let me open in new tab. Security group is open. I want to show you what kind of security group is required. I will go inside this security group. ठीक है? Let me edit inbound rule. Okay, let me add one rule. What should be here? My SQL database from anywhere. Hope you are good. We have to give this protocol. This is TCP, and what is type? We are allowing MySQL, Aurora. This connection. Otherwise, you are not able to connect. So I am giving this in inbound rule. In inbound rule, we are allowing to connect. For example, I am going to connect from outside. Now this is SQL Electron. It is going to connect to AWS now. So that's why firewall should be configured in that way. Till now, you are just giving HTTP, HTTPS. But today, what we are giving, you have seen, right? We are giving MySQL because this type of database I have created. So what is the port number? Automatically, it is taking 3306, the port number. From anywhere, we are able to connect. What is the protocol? TCP. That is what we have configured in edit inbound rules. Okay, now come back here. Successful created database. Can we try to connect this database? Let me copy this endpoint. This endpoint we have to copy paste where? In host name. I paste here. I am giving some name. What is the name? Whatever name I am using, let me add this name. Okay. Okay. Select what kind of database. I have created MySQL. Automatically port is coming. What is the password? Admin. What is the username? Admin. What is the password? I will add my password. Okay. Nothing is just created. Click on test. It is going to try to establish a relation between what? Database. What is showing? Connection timeout. Connection timeout. Why? Because something issue with our firewall or security group. Okay. Let's come here. In security group. Edit inbound rule. Let me delete other stuff. First, anywhere IPv4. Let me select that. Save this. IPv4. Okay. Now come back. The status is available. Test again. Error timeout. Okay, no problem. Cancel this. Again add. Refresh this. It is showing zero connection. Copy here. Copy this URL. Paste here. Copy this name. Paste here. MySQL DB. I am giving admin. I'm giving this password. MyDB. Test. Error timeout. Again, come back. Modify. Continue. There are two security group. Let me go inside this security group. I don't need this. Let me delete that. Not required that security group. I will delete that security group. We'll wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Then we will see. Again, modify this. Down. Remove this. Refresh this. What is the name? Database name. I can give my demo test. Go to inbound tool again. We don't require this. So what is this rule? MySQL database. ठीक है. IPv4. Save this. Editing module. Save this. You had net test. Let me close this. Cancel this. And come back to database. Database is created. Copy this. Paste here. Connectivity, this is port IPv4, everything is fine. Proxy, inbound rule. One minute, guys. I'm checking what could be the error. This is correct. Now, this is database. This is security group. Timeout means because it may be not able to establish the connection. That's why it is timeout option. But let's try again. DPG, save this. Come here. Edit inbound rules. MySQL. Then it is TCP 306. Custom from anywhere. Save this rule. Save this rule. RDS demo. RDS demo. RDS demo. Then this is correct. This is also fine. MySQL DB, that is also fine. Test again. Error invoking. Actually, it should connect. Let me remove this. You want to remove the server connection? Yes. Add again. RDS demo. MySQL database. This is the port number. Come back to RDS. Copy this URL. Paste here. Then admin is the username. Admin is the password. That's it. This is my SQL. Then test connection. Let me reboot this database. It is available now. Copy this URL, paste it, paste here this, copy this endpoint, paste here. Test connection. Oh, publicly accessible, no, right? Let me change this. Where is that publicly access? No. That's the reason it is not coming. Come to again. Self-manage, storage, connectivity, additional configuration. See, not publicly accessible. That's why it is not giving it. Now I am adding this. Continue. Modified EB instance. Modified EB instance. Refresh this. Now it is modifying. Actually, public access was that checkbox was not enabled. That's the reason maybe we are not able to connect. Now we will try to connect. It is modifying. Refresh this. Yeah, it is available. Let me try to test the connection now. Test the connection. See, connection successful, right? Connection successful. Because of that, let me save this. Let me save this. Now we are connecting to database, right? Now we are connecting to database. This simple script we can do, right? Any script, create table, create customer. The queries which we have seen previously, we also can practice that. Now I connected to database. Execute this query. Customer table is created. No database created. Okay, no problem. MySQL. Now paste here. Execute this query. Okay, 1 minute. Create database. MyDB. Let me create one database. Database created. Okay, now use use my DB database. First we need to create. Then I am using my DB database. Execute this created. Now I am using my DB. Now I am creating table. Okay, access deny for user admin at okay. DB executable query error access denied for user admin. Okay, no problem. Database. Sorry, Baba. My DB. Now I am selecting my DB. Paste the query here. Select all. Execute the query. Query selected. First we created database. Now my DB is reflecting here, right? My DB database. I created the query. Can we check? Select star from customer. No data will be there. Customers. Let me run this query. Execute. See, customer ID, customer code, customer name is created, right? Let me use previous query init. Insert customer. I am using inserting this record now. Copy this record, paste here. Okay, let me execute these queries. Okay, the customers. Okay, one, even, contact name. Okay, fine. What is the spelling? Table name. Copy this, paste here. What is the order? Customer ID 1. Customer code varchar A1. Let's say customer name Megan and this is 1. Let me run this query. Query. Now let me select data is there or not. Record inserted, right? So this is how already I have showed you so many queries. So you can practice those query. Okay, let me copy this and paste in the chat to everyone. Okay, I will share in some time these queries. So yeah, now you know, right, how to create that. Now come back to database. I want to delete this database. Come back here. I want to delete this after my practice. Action, delete the database. Or it is asking snapshot, don't do that. For 1 day backup, you have to check that box. Otherwise, it won't give you the option. So you need to retain automatic backup. Whether retaining automatic backup for 1 day after deletion. Okay, then you can copy this name, delete me, paste here. Why it is not coming? I acknowledge, paste here, delete the database. So database is deleting. This way you have to clean up your database. Hope guys, you have understood the basic of database and RDS, right? So this way you have to practice whatever the query we have practiced CRUD operation that you have to practice in that by creating one RDS. Okay. Thank you for joining and stopping the recording.